8,000 kilograms of computer-controlled machinery into a legendary dogfighter with the best fight and flight record in the sky. The F-16, known as the Fighting Falcon, is equally effective in air-to-air combat and air-to-ground attack. And at Mach 2, if you hear the F-16 coming, it's already too late. During the Vietnam War, the United States sustained dramatic losses. The F-4 Phantoms often struggled to take down the supposedly weaker Soviet MiG-21s at close range. So a maverick group of engineers known as the Fighter Mafia was determined to design a lightweight maneuverable jet that could handle both air-to-air and air-to-ground operations. And in 1974, they pulled it off. 40 years later, the modern version of the fighter jet is still almost identical in shape and size. The secret to its agility and speed is a sleek, compact fuselage. The F-16 breaks down into the aft, the center and wings, and the forward. The forward fuselage is the nerve center of the airplane and takes over 9 months to build. It houses the cockpit, gun trough, fuel tank, and the piloting and navigation systems that were a true innovation when the F-16 first took to the air. The forward fuselage starts as an aluminum shell. In the electrical harnessing station, over 70 kilometers of wire are strung through the fuselage, connecting the cockpit controls to navigational and weapon systems. Each wire is hung before install to allow it to stretch. A wire that shrinks or recoils mid-flight could be catastrophic. The F-16 is a fly-by-wire aircraft, which means that the pilot's commands are relayed electronically instead of employing the hydraulics. This decreases the number of moving parts, making the plane lighter and safer. When it was first introduced in 1974, pilots needed to get used to the feel of what they dubbed the electric jet. Once the wiring is complete, the forward is transferred across the factory to a test bay where every electronic and computer component will be analyzed to make sure the fly-by-wire system is functioning perfectly. Every control panel component is tested, from radar display to the targeting and navigational systems. They test the heads-up display, which projects navigational data and weapon status right onto the canopy glass. A real-world computer interface that shows the pilot where he is and where to target his missiles. Then the bubble canopy is attached and tested. It's made of high-strength polycarbonate that gives the pilot a 360-degree view. Finally, the forward is hoisted over to the flatbed and put aside for the mating process, where it will be joined to the center and aft sections of the plane. Since the 70s, the F-16 has always been known as the Fighting Falcon, but its sleek, compact forward fuselage earned the plane a new nickname, the Viper. Because of daring missions like in May of 2011 involving aggressive diving, quick strafing fire, and deadly use of missiles, the bird became a snake. The center fuselage houses the landing gear, the in-flight refueling system, and the wings. The center starts as a barrel shape. Panels are screwed onto the frame to keep the structure together. Next, bulkheads that act like ribbing are built around the barrel. These will allow room to house the fueling system, the electrical wiring, and make space to attach the landing gear. A metal skin is attached to the outside of the structure. The aluminum skin is made to be subjected to the extreme temperatures and stress caused by flying at supersonic speeds and at altitudes up to 15 kilometers in the air. Once complete, it's set aside to wait for mating. The aft fuselage houses the exhaust port and the small fins and wings that help to steer and stabilize the plane. Once all the pieces of the fuselage are completed, they're transported to another hangar to be assembled. On a mission in Afghanistan, high above the desert floor, F-16 pilot Major John Caldwell caught an ambush in progress. A small Special Forces team had been attacked by an insurgent cell and were fighting for their lives. Caldwell swooped in and laid down strafing fire with his aircraft's 20mm gun to create distance between the insurgents and Special Forces squad. Caldwell was awarded a Distinguished Flying Cross. The Fighting Falcon lives up to its nickname, the Viper. In the mating station, the completed pieces of the aircraft's fuselage are dropped into a fixture to be joined together. It's a precise and painstaking operation. Next, the tricycle landing gear and vertical stabilizers are installed. The fuselage is hoisted onto a ceiling-mounted crane, and the horizontal stabilizers and wings are installed. The radome, or nose of the aircraft, houses the F-16's state-of-the-art radar system, which detects standard environmental elements like wind and airspeed. The F-16 is powered by a turbofan engine, which can accelerate the aircraft to more than twice the speed of sound, or over 2,200 kilometers per hour. The F-16's smart, modular design means that the engine can be removed, serviced, and replaced easily in any airfield in the world. Once it's assembled, the F-16 is transported to an environmentally controlled paint hangar. The temperature is kept at exactly 23.9 degrees Celsius, and the air is filtered of debris, which can cause millions of dollars worth of engine damage. The classified paint formula contains rubber, which masks the aircraft's heat signature and reduces radar detection. Once it's painted, the F-16 is ready to hit the runway and take to the air. Since its initial production in the 1970s, over 4,500 F-16s have been produced for 28 different nations. For 40 years, the Skyscraper has proven to be the best fighter in and beyond its weight class, defending its reputation as the dogfighter that does it all. The F-16 is never coming down.